ng kamay ay mabisang paraan upang makaiwas sa anumang sakit. Makakatulong rin ito sa pagpigil ng pagkalat ng mga viruses kung wasto at regular itong gagawin. Basain ng tubig ang kamay at magsabon. Sabunin ang mga palad at likod ng mga kamay. Kuskusin ang mga pagitan ng daliri, kuko at pagitan ng mga hinlalaki. Kuskusin rin ang mga tulo ng mga daliri sa magkabilang palad sa paikot na paraan. Gawin ito sa loob ng 20 segundos bago banlawang mabuti gamit ang malinis na tubig at tuyuin ang mga kamay gamit ang single-use towel.
Basta't laging handa at sama-sama, kaya natin to. Isang mahalagang paalala mula sa DOH, PCOO, KBP at ng himpilang ito.
DOLE, TUPAD, #BKBK Project. Ano ang dapat mong malaman?
Paano mag-apply at paano matatanggap ang sweldo mula sa TUPAD #BKBK Project ng DOLE?
Maaaring magpalista at sagutan ng forms mula sa inyong LGU o Barangay LGU at sila na ang magsusumite sa DOLE Regional, Province o Field Offices ng mga dokumento kabilang ang Letter of Intent, TUPAD Work Program o Enhanced OSEC FMS Form No. 3 at Summary of List of Beneficiaries o Enhanced OSEC FMS Form No. 4. Samantala, ang inyong magiging sahod naman ay makukuha sa pamamagitan ng Money Remittance Service Provider o Direct Cash Payout. For more information and updates, follow DOLE's official Facebook page. A public service announcement from PCOO, DOH, KBP, and this station.
El DXAS, FEBC, de ustedes Radio Comunidad, ta serví para conectar gobierno, privado y mga miyembro del comunidad. DXAS 1116, de ustedes Radio Comunidad. Agencia de Conciencia, serbisyo publiko para sa iyo, ka-Pilipino. Agencia de Conciencia. Serbisyo publiko para sa iyo, Kapilipino.
Po sa lahat ng nakikinig at tumututok sa mga programa natin sa 1116 DXAS, your community radio. Maayong hapon sa tanang gapaminaw sa Zamboanga, Sibugay, Zamboanga del Sur ug Zamboanga del Norte. Assalamualaikum sa mga kaibigan po natin dyan sa Basilan, Sulu at Tawi-Tawi. Buenas tardes sa todo, tauwi ka natin at kina Zamboanga. Este el programa Agencia de Conciencia, iyo si Clan Kay Peñalosa para noon ora, serbisyo publiko. Ang Agencia de Conciencia po ang programang nagsisilbing tulay ng komunidad at gobyerno. At ngayong Martes po makakasama natin mamaya ang Regional Director ng Department of Labor and Employment. Magbibigay po siya ng update sa camp at TUPAD BKBK program ng DOLE o Department of Labor and Employment. At ngayon po, no, in a bit ay mapapakinggan din po natin ang Regional Director ng Commission on Higher Education, si Dr. Rudy Garcia ng CHED. At magbibigay po siya ng update sa ginagawa po ng CHED ngayon at mga pagpaplano nila tungkol po sa pagbabalik eskwela ng mga estudyante maging sa pagtatapos po ng school year 2019 at 2020 second semester. Alright, so sumali po kayo sa ating usapan. Kung kayo po ay may mga tanong, komento o mensahe, ay mag-text po kayo sa 0916-296-6625. Again, that is 0916-296-6625. O kaya mag-comment po kayo sa ating Facebook Live sa 1116 DXAS. At tayo din po ay napapakinggan at napapanood sa ating YouTube, no? YouTube live streaming. Ayan, ngayon po. So you can also, kung kayo po ay nanonood from YouTube, you can also comment, no? Ang inyo pong mensahe sa comment section. At babasahin po natin yan maya-maya lamang. Sa pagsisimula po ng ating programang Agencia de Conciencia, unahin na po natin ang CHED update. Sa mga estudyante ngayon na nasa kanilang mga bahay, kumusta po? This is our Enhanced Community Quarantine o ECQ Day 40. Nagbasa na ba kayo ng mga kailangan yung basahin? Hopefully, no, ay nagbasa po kayo ng inyong mga libro o kaya ay ng mga part po ng mga subjects ninyo na dapat nyong aralin. Kasi po sa pagkakaalam natin, ay meron pong mga activities na ibinigay, parang work at home lang o work from home lang ang PEG, no? Study from home ang PEG ng ating mga college students ngayon. Okay, so to give us a clearer picture of sa ginagawa po ng Commission on Higher Education natin, nagbigay po sila ng updates at maririnig po natin ang boses ngayon ni Dr. Rudy Garcia, ang CHED Regional Director. Narito po, pakinggan natin.
No, kami na Commission on Higher Education, we from the Commission on Higher Education, we concluded already our academic calendar for the old academic calendar. So those institutions or higher education started their classes last June. They ended around last week of March or first week of April. But for those higher education institutions, their classes were started last August and supposed to end by May. They are still having some engagement with their students. For the information of everyone, as I made mention earlier, that we have 83 higher education institutions in the region. 56 are private higher education institutions and 6 state university and colleges and 1 local university and college. As well as we also have more or less 20 plus external study units of the SUCs. Now, in higher education, we have two academic calendars. The old academic calendars, these are these higher education institutions, we called them the June starters. They followed the old academic calendar. So they ended their academic calendar within March prior to lockdown. And of course, some institutions, they still have engagement up to the first week of April. So more or less, they ended it, and they already conferred their graduates. So meaning by conferment, we acknowledge already the list of graduates that they submitted to our institutions. Now, the issue here is for those higher education institutions which they follow the new academic calendar, which we call them the August starters. So they started the second semester last January, and here comes COVID issue around March. They were at the time on their second quarter, or I mean exam, the midterm exam. So what the intervention conducted or did by these higher education institutions under the new calendar, they at first they introduced the online classes, but however there are some claimers from our stakeholders, including our students. They cannot actually access to internet connection, having poor connection here in Zamboanga and the entire region. So they shift to another modalities, which we called it the flexible learning modalities. So in order for them to finish their academic requirements for this school year. So as of now, the Commission on Higher Education, we closely monitor we closely monitor HEIs who are still having their engagements, academic engagements with our students for the August starters. So as of now, we conducted survey, and through close monitoring with our HEIs, most of them, they are doing well. They have this close engagement and assessment, of course, of the students' performance by utilizing the so-called flexible learning modalities. They are still having engagement with our students, but of course, they use their own modalities. Each institution has their own way on assessing the performance of their students.
Dr.
Okay, good morning again. No? For higher education institutions, we would like to make an emphasis that our higher education institutions, they have the academic freedom in terms of the opening of classes, as well as to what modalities that they are going to use to engage with their students, either online or with residential class. So for the opening of classes, during our Zoom conference, as I mentioned, we have 83 higher education institutions throughout the region. And 76 of these institutions, they already signify their intention to open it by August. And still, we have 7 higher education institutions located in province and city wherein wala silang COVID positive case. And so they still have the intention to offer it by June. However, per advice from the Commission, they have to come up with a strategic program on how to keep the students safe in terms of their health, as well as to come up with a program of activities in terms of keeping the students away from any COVID-related cases within the community. So we still have 7. They signify to open it by June, and 76, they signify to open it by August. Of course, what are the preparations of the Commission on Higher Education? Like DepEd, we actually we started to have concepts in our region how we can actually get engaged with our students offline and probably online. But during our Zoom conference, we identified all those strengths and weaknesses when we go online. So one of the weaknesses we discussed is that the IT infrastructure in our region is weak, meaning that if we will go online, most of these modalities could hardly have effective outcomes because of its weak connectivity. So this was acknowledged by higher education institutions, stakeholders, that instead of having online classes, we have to shift it to flexible learning. Like DepEd also, when we called about flexible learning, we actually give the academic freedom to our higher education institutions to design modules that can be delivered offline. And of course, method of assessment, this will be designed by each higher education institution, what is effective in terms of acquiring skills, knowledge, as well as concepts for that particular course. So that's all that we are doing right now, and we already have plans that starting for the preparation of the August classes, they still have a few months left for them to develop more modules for online and offline classes. If the higher education institutions have this strong infrastructure for online, they may go. But for those with weak infrastructure, they may go offline. So within the period of preparation, starting this May to August, we encourage our higher education institutions to develop modules that suit to the needs of our learners. And at the same time, train the teachers how to deliver these particular modules. Again, we observed academic freedom of our higher education institutions. All they need is to submit to us those modalities or flexible learning modalities. What we will do is just to assess the modalities or the materials, if these materials cover our policies, standard, and guidelines to a specific program offering in their institutions. So as I made mention, for the new calendar, academic calendar, they still have engagement with their higher education institutions and the faculty and students. They have a regular engagement. So they have to comply still with the requirements because their grades will be based on their performance sa flexible learning modalities being implemented by their institution. So why we still have to assess their academic performance? Simply because, to be fair, with those also buying for Latin honors, so we cannot actually have the so-called mass promotion. However, again, we observed and we observed the academic freedom given to higher education institutions, if what particular modality that they'll be using and what particular strategy that they are going to assess for students. So there is also this common understanding among HEIs that in case students cannot complete the requirements within the given period, they are still given 1 year to comply for them to have their grades. Of course, there is also this common understanding because everybody is experiencing the effect of COVID-19, especially our students. So we advise our higher education institutions to actually give and extend leniency to our students. As of now, based on our survey, most of the institutions would like to shift to August, but it's not yet final until the memorandum coming from our chairperson as to what and when will be the regular opening of classes for school year 2020-2021. So for the online application for our regular scholarship, we are still open. All they need is to go to our website or www.chatro9.com, where they can get the proper information on how to fill up the forms and submit. That's an online application. We still accept. We don't
Okay.
have yet deadline as of now. To clarify some issues and concerns in relation to the operation of our higher education institutions, I just want to advise our adult learners, our college students, to keep on reading. So you have much time available at home. Do not go out. Continue to enrich yourself through reading. I think the syllabus from your school given to you individually as a guide for you to study at home. Continue to study, especially those graduating students. I would like also to inform, which I failed to discuss this issue. For summer class, we have this common agreement that we will only have summer class for graduating students and no summer class for first year to third year students. So in order for these graduating students to satisfy the academic requirements of the institution. So once again, from the Commission on Higher Education, thank you. Daghang salamat.
Continue to enrich yourself through reading. Ako po ay nag-aaral din naman po kasi ako ngayon at dahil frontliner din po tayo, nagtrabaho tayo habang ang iba ay nasa mga bahay lamang nila. Hindi ako nakakabasa kaya ako po ay guilty sa sinabi ni Sir na continue reading. But I really and highly recommend reading for everyone na nasa kanilang mga bahay. Magbasa po kayo, lalong-lalo na sa mga college students natin. Actually, yung pagbabasa po ay inside or outside the classroom, dapat ginagawa po natin yan. So, pag umaga, I suggest talaga we have this, kasi naka-work from home ako ngayon at kailangan talaga na may oras ka, anong oras ka matulog, anong oras ka gigising, maliligo ka pa rin, at you will dress up para, alam mo yun, parang naka-work mode ka o kaya ay naka-aral mode ka at kailangan mo rin ng space inside your house kung saan ay makakapag-aral ka at makakabasa ka ng maayos. So, again, I am with Ched sa kanilang panawagan sa ating mga tagapakinig, especially sa ating mga college students ngayon. Klaro na po yung sinabi niya, sino yung pwedeng mag-summer, paano po yung enrollment ngayon sa mga institutions, and even sa mga scholarship that is offered by Ched ay bukas po ngayon para sa inyo. So you can apply to that via online. So ayan po ang una nating ahensya dito po sa ating programang Agencia de Conciencia ngayong hapon, ang Commission on Higher Education. Again, ang napakinggan po nating boses from CHED ay si Dr. Rudy Garcia, ang CHED Regional Director ng Zamboanga Peninsula. Sa ating pagbabalik naman po ay meron din po tayong update sa camp at TUPAD BKBK program ng Department of Labor and Employment. Iwag po kayong aalis, magbabalik pa po ang Agencia de Conciencia.
Kubahen sa coronavirus. O coronavirus, miyang po sa klase nog mga kalumulo makapagbagoy nog lenlen mo sakit, tiro so gobo, sipon, pasungo so grabe nog masakit. Og mga grabe mo sakit, pwede inimi mong nog pneumonia, acute respiratory syndrome, problema sa bato, pwede mo kupatoy. O lagindanan nog masakit kini, una, sakit sa baga, ikorwa, logon po ginawa. Ikotolo, panas. Ikopat, ogobu, bugsipon. Ikolima, umpolok po ginawa. Dari o logon dononta, bagon takulikayan og masakit kini nagtido sa coronavirus. Mungugasitan no kumot. Di ita ilakad pogbawal nog mga patubuon mama no gayam bukoding. Iko to lumog palayo ita budig bunanta og bawa ta bila mogowo o tawa ka mogban. Iko pat di ita ilakad pog palani so goto nogongo nogowo bugsipon. Ikalima, minom nagmo dakol ng tubig, busiguraduhon nagmiluto mahatol og panganonta. Last, mangoyta, mangonsulta o tawa ka mogsag sa health center bila ongon o gindananta nagmama nagmasakit ko ni mama naggawo sipon lawi na wag tido ita so ko layuan naglenbo nuwa mama nanog Wuhan, China.
Agencia de Conciencia. Serbisyo publiko para sa iyo, ka-Pilipino.
Nagbabalik po ang Agencia de Conciencia dito po sa himpilan ng 1116 DXAS, your community radio. Kami po ay isa sa mga himpilan ng Far East Broadcasting Company at kasapi ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Kanina nga po ay napakinggan natin ang boses ni Dr. Rudy Garcia ng Commission on Higher Education, Regional Director, Zamboanga Peninsula. For our second part of our program, ang camp at TUPAD BKBK program naman ang ating pag-uusapan. At mamaya po, maririnig din natin ang boses ni Regional Director ng DOLE, si Ma'am Ofelia Domingo. Ayan. At, pero bago po yan, no, para po sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang CAMP o COVID-19 Adjustment Measures Program ay handog po ng Department of Labor and Employment o DOLE para sa mga manggagawa sa formal sector. Habang ang TUPAD, BKBK o Barangay Ko, Bahay Ko, Disinfection Sanitation Project ay ang programang para naman sa mga manggagawa sa informal sector. Para sa mga beneficiary po ng CAMP, ang tulong na matatanggap mula sa DOLE ay 5,000 piso para sa bawat manggagawa. Para sa mga beneficiary naman ng TUPAD, BKBK, sila ay makakatanggap ng sahod na katumbas ng 10 araw na regional minimum wage kapalit po ng pagtatrabaho gaya ng pag-disinfect at paglilinis ng tahanan. Para po sa mga beneficiary ng CAMP ay nag-submit na po, no? Siguro nag-submit na po kayo online ng inyong application, especially sa mga affected establishments, employers sa mga kinauukulang DOLE Regional Office, Provincial Office o Field Office para sa kanilang mga empleyadong naapektuhan ang trabaho dahil sa COVID-19 pandemic. Para naman po sa beneficiary ng TUPAD, BKBK, ang mga nag-apply po dito ay mga kwalipikadong inendorso ng lokal na pamahalaan o LGU sa DOLE Regional Office, Provincial Office o Field Office. At ang tulong po pinansyal mula sa programang ito para sa mga beneficiary ng CAMP ay matatanggap sa pamagitan po ng bank transfer o money remittance. At para naman sa mga beneficiary ng TUPAD BKBK money remittances naman po yung ang kanilang gagamitin dito. Wala po silang bank transfer for TUPAD. Ayan. And pero ito po ang alam po kasi natin, tapos na ang programang ito. At may bago pong programa ang ating gobyerno. Yun po yung ating pinag-usapan noong nakaraang linggo din, Thursday last week, yung small business subsidy sa ating mga SM, small, medium, and micro enterprises. Ayun. No? So, bago po tayo pumunta dyan, pakinggan po na natin ang update ng ating Regional Director ng Department of Labor and Employment DOLE Region 9 Regional Director Ofelia Domingo.
again, would like to reiterate, gusto ko na ulitin na ang camp natin has been transferred to the Department of Finance, no? And the last namin, those last April 15. But still, we're still processing documents ng mga ibang mga aplikante natin na companies, but this will be endorsed to the Department of Finance. Yun ang pinaka-latest natin. Hopefully, meron may ihabol na third tranche for us to pay kahit kaunti pa sa ating mga workers, mga 6,000, kasi we're only allocated around 30M for the last payment of camp. And we're going to pay before the end of April 30. Hopefully, before April 30, ma-receive yung cash na pambaya dun sa 6,000 more workers. Kasi yun ang allocation ng Region 9. And we do this via, by sequencing, first come, first serve, and also, we pinarate na namin yung pera among the provinces kasi nga naman, pinakamarami talaga dito sa Zamboanga City, sumunod Zamboanga del Norte, sunod Zamboanga del Sur, and then Zamboanga Sibugay, and then Isabela City. We like to proportionately i-allocate yung remaining amount to be paid to camp applicants. But we'd like to to remind our MSMEs to register na kasi although nag-extend ang SSS nung registration up to May 8, nire-remind lang natin yung mga na-register na sa camp, yung mga kahit nabigyan na po kayo sa camp, you are still entitled to get another 5,000 sa BIR. Yung mga hindi nabigyan sa camp, pwede silang maka-avail ng 10,000 sa BIR. So whether you were given camp or you were not given camp, hindi kayo naka-avail ng camp or naka-avail kayo ng camp, importante maka-register sila sa BIR website, yung bir.gov.ph for pre-qualification. And then, na-extend ito hanggang May 8 ang kanilang registration. Okay. As I said kanina, napadalhan na po namin yung mga kumpanya na nag-apply ng camp, telling them of the new development na wala na po ang camp. No? Ito na po ngayon ang tinatawag ng Department of Finance na Small Business Wage Subsidy. So therefore, yung pong na-process namin dito, na nag-apply dito, sinasabihan namin mag-apply sila uli sa BIR kasi wala na po kaming, tapos na po yung camp as of April 15 at wala na rin pong pondo ang Department of Labor and Employment. Ang pondo po nasa DOF na po, nasa Department of Finance. They have 30 billion for the small business wage subsidy nila. Kaya nga po, 2 beses po silang magbibigay ng subsidy. For May 1 to 15, kalahati, which is 5,000 for our region, kasi sa ibang region, 8,000 And another 5,000 sa May 16 to 31. So lalabas po na mas malaki ang makukuha nila sa DOF under the Small Business Wage Subsidy. Ngayon po, kung nakatanggap na sa DOLE, we have around more than 6,000 workers. No, mga 6,000 workers na beneficiaries natin at ilang companies din yun na nag-apply sa amin, pwede po silang mabigyan uli ng another 5,000 kung mag-a-apply sila sa Small Business Wage Subsidy ng Department of Finance. So, klaro po dito na wala na pong camp ang DOLE as of April 15. Second, kung nag-apply na po ng camp at nakatanggap na po, they still have to apply for Small Business Wage Subsidy sa Department of Finance kasi may matatanggap pa ho silang 5,000 additional. Ngayon po, kung hindi po sila nakatanggap sa camp, na pinapadalhan naman po natin yung mga companies ng advisory on this matter, they can, once they have already applied sa BOF through the BIR website, kasi nandun yung kanilang pre-qualification, bir.gov.ph, kung wala po silang natanggap sa DOLE, they will get 5,000 May 1 to 15 na tranche, and May 16 to May 31, another 5,000, second tranche. So meaning to say, 10,000 po matatanggap nung hindi nakatanggap sa DOLE ng 5,000. Yung nakatanggap sa DOLE ng 5,000 will get another 5,000 as second tranche. Clarification na po, talagang wala na po ang camp ng DOLE. Ang Department of Finance na po ang under the Small Business Wage Subsidy ang magbibigay ng financial assistance sa ating mga kumpanya at ang kanilang mga workers. Actually, we already posted yung mga list of companies na nakatanggap na ng camp. Yung makakatanggap ng camp, what will be the hindi natin makita kasi yung na reason na ipopost natin sila tapos hindi naman din namin sila mababayaran. Yun po kasi ang pinaka-main concern ko. Baka we're making some false hopes. I just want to make it clear na sa application, there were 5,608 establishments who applied for camp with 133 workers. And the approved po namin is 2,271 with 38,211 workers. Denied 3,337. Number of workers is 95,028. Bakit po denied? Ang ating pong camp is for medium, small, micro, small, and medium enterprises. So meaning to say po, meron po tayong criteria kasi yun po nakalagay sa na there should be less than 200 workers. At yung capitalization niya per DTI, meron po tayong capitalization requirement. So, sinusunod lang po natin yung Department Order number 209 that this is for MSMEs. Kahit po yung nandoon po sa BIR at sa BOF, small business wage subsidy din po yun. Kasi po, ang thinking po natin dito, ang ating po nananawagan naman po ang Pangulo, na kung yung pong malalaking kumpanya, pwede po sila magbigay ng assistance sa kanilang mga empleyado. And hindi po kasi kaya ng gobyerno lahat bigyan ng assistance. So dapat po tulong-tulong po tayo dito. So the number of establishment na nabigyan namin ng camp is 255. Ang number of workers is 5,165 given the budget of 25,825,000. Hindi ang nagiging reason din po ng ating gobyerno, mas malaki po ang solusyon dahil talaga po mas maraming COVID cases doon. Nagiging basihan din po ng pag-release ng budget kung ilan ang COVID cases, enhanced community quarantine na po sila, extended pa po sila hanggang ngayong naka-extend pa rin po sila. So, sana po maintindihan ng publiko na ang gobyerno, sinasabi naman po ng presidente natin na hindi kaya ng gobyerno lahat sagutin ang pangangailangan. Sana tulong-tulong tayo. So I'm appealing to the private sector to take care of your workers. Para po kasi kung gusto nating bumalik tayo sa normal at gusto nating magkaroon ng trabaho na economic mahirapan po talaga tayo kasi nandiyan pa po ang COVID. Pero kung gagawa po tayo, tulong-tulong tayo, gumawa ng paraan, katulad po ng mga employers na pwedeng bigyan nila ng protection ng kanilang mga workers, mabigyan po nila ng karapatang tawag dito, yung makatanggap, kahit kasi po minomonitor din po namin yung mga companies na nagbibigay ng assistance to their workers, and medyo marami naman din po ang nakakuha kami ng suporta from the big companies na magbigay. Kahit hindi ako big may puso pong mga employers. So I'm appealing to the employers. The funds of the government is not enough. to pay or to subsidize the workers. So please help your workers, love your workers para po natin mapagpatuloy po economic natin dito sa region. Actually, we informed them naman through SMS whether na application nila is na-approve na. Meron kaming ganong klaseng notification. So, kung hindi nakatanggap po ng text message namin na approve sila, ibig pong sabihin nun, hindi sila, sila. Before, nakalagay sila sa pinapark muna namin sila, tapos para pag may dumating na pondo, baka pwede po namin sila uling sabihan na approve sila. Kasi mahirap naman sabihin naming approve. Tapos pagdating ng pera, hindi namin sila mabayaran. Hindi ko kaya magbayad. So, actually maraming humihingi sa amin yan. Even other personnel are asking me, sino-sino ba yung na-approve? But we directly po in-inform namin ang company na na-approve sila. Now, because we know that there's a fund coming. But if hindi sila nakatanggap ng tawag namin or text namin, that means nakapark lang sila at we are still waiting for the fund to come. So, ganun po yun. Kasi kung bibigyan namin lahat ng company, approve kayo, actually marami naman na-approve. Ang problem lang natin, hindi na i-depende yan dun sa amount na matatanggap namin. Kasi hindi nga natin, limited lang kasi ang funds. Yung basta na bigyan namin ng message na approve sila, meron yung corresponding release. We will not, hindi kami nag-SMS, hindi kami nagpapadala ng text message kung hindi sila approve at hindi sila mababayaran. Kailangan, pag nabigyan namin sila na approve, meron kaming talagang pambayad. So those that were not being, they don't receive any SMS from us, yung mga employers, that means na walang pondo na ibabayad sa kanila at they must now register with DOF, with the BIR for pre-qualification. Kasi mas malaki nga ang makukuha nila doon. Gusto ko pa ulit-ulit kung sinasabing reminder, no, na mag-pre-registered sila. Kasi pag, meron lang kasi yung time frame, may deadline yan. Dati April 30, ngayon na-move ng May 8. So, dahil nga nagka-problema sa system ng SSS. So, please, I'm encouraging the employers, even if you file camp, nakapag-file kayo sa camp, again, please file sa DOF for the benefit of your workers, no? So that they can avail of the small business wage subsidy program. Kung malaki, kasi usually kung maliit na barbershop yan, rin yan, no? Small business din yan. Sana mabigay yung pangalan so that we can check whether andito sila sa listing namin under camp. Ngayon, kung wala sila sa camp, maaari na sa listahan po sila ng TUPAD BKBK, which was submitted to us by the provincial government, no? Meron po accredited co-partner po natin ang provincial government of Zamboanga del Sur, no? Pwede pong nandoon sila sa listahan po ng LGU. And also for TUPAD BKBK, this will also be transferred. Ang last day na po namin, April 22 for the TUPAD BKBK, because this will also be transferred to the Department of Social Welfare and Development. Also given until April 30 to wrap up the TUPAD BKBK. So right now, today we are still processing the documents of the different ACP, accredited co-partners natin, at saka yung ating mga beneficiaries. Hopefully, we can get a target of more than 10,000, no? 10,000 workers and the beneficiaries ng ating BKBK. We have 4 hotlines.
Okay.
It's 991-2673, 0917-7244-334, 0956-185-8268, 0953-1499968. Hindi ko alam kung dito ba siya tumawag. In case na dito siya tumawag, I think the reason why hindi siya na, kasi sa hotlines na yan talagang very hot. So meaning to say, pwede pong nag-overlap ang tawag, ang mga text. So kung sana po, baka pwedeng, kung hindi siya makatanggap, no, ng anumang, pwede naman dong mag-email sila sa amin. At meron naman din po tayong portal, www.dole9 portal, na pwede pong tingnan nila kung ano po yung mga advisory po natin doon. Naka-work from home po ang ating mga empleyado. So kami lang po ang nandito, yung aming mga ilan lang po pupunta dito as task force ng COVID. So baka po doon sila tumawag sa Isabela City. Pero ito po yung kanina, yung binanggit ko na hotlines, ito po talagang may mga sumasagot po dito. And I can attest to that because we are here, one ano lang to, namomonitor po natin.
Atin pong napakinggan ang boses ni Regional Director ng Department of Labor and Employment, Zamboanga Peninsula, Ofelia Domingo. At yun nga po ang update sa ating camp at TUPAD BKBK program nila. Again, tapos na po yung programa and wala na po silang magbibigyan pa ng mga beneficiaries na ito. And ngayon po, instead of going to camp and TUPAD BKBK, ang application nga po para meron na pong bago na programa. At ito po yung Small Business Wage Subsidy. We already talked about this last Thursday kasama po ang ating si Sir Nap ng SSS kung bakit ginagamit ng programang ito ang database ng SSS at ng DIR sa kanilang mga bibigyang beneficiaries. So, ang application period po for Small Business Wage Subsidy o SBWS program ay na-extend po mula April 30 hanggang May 8. Eligible employers may use one of two methods to apply for the program on behalf of their employees. Kasi last time po ay nag-down ang site ng SSS dahil sa dami ng gustong mag-apply dito sa SBWS. So, una pong method for SBWS eligible workers o employees na may email addresses po on file with SSS, maaari nyo pong i-check ang inyong emails for instruction kung paano po mag-apply at i-secure ang link. If you are a SBWS eligible worker and have not yet received an email, please proceed to the second method. Ang second method po para sa mga SBWS eligible workers natin, please proceed with the regular application processes via your my.sss account. Para po sa step-by-step process for application via my.sss, maaari niyo pong bisitahin ang site po ng SSS. So again, para po sa mga gustong mag-apply dito sa Small Business Wage Subsidy Program ng Department of Finance, extended po ang aplikasyon nito hanggang May 8, 2020. At ang mga eligible beneficiaries nito, if you are an employee of SSS at empleyado ka ng isang kumpanya, i-check niyo po ngayon ang inyong email. Kung meron po kayong email doon ng SSS, you can proceed with method number 1 para mag-apply for this program. Again, i-check niyo po ang inyong email. That is the first method for SBWS eligible workers na may, kung kayo po ay may email address na on file dun po sa SSS. At i-secure niyo po yung link na nasa email po sa inyo. At if you are an SBWS eligible employer at wala po kayong na-receive na email, ito naman po yung method number 2 natin. Mag-login po kayo at mag-apply sa my.sss account ninyo. So, ayan po, no? Ito yung panawagan nila last week na ma-extend ang application ng SBWS. So, ito na po, Small Business Wage Subsidy Program po ng Department of Finance together with SSS and BIR. Alright, so ito po ang ating mga ahensya, hatid sa inyo ng Agencia de Conciencia. Para po sa araw na ito, ang ating kadiwa on wheels dito sa Zamboanga City na may dala pong mga fresh fruits, fresh gulay, fresh na mga meat, fishes at mga iba pang mga maaari po nating bilhin sa merkado. Andyan na po sa ating mobile market. Nasa Barangay San Roque sila ngayon sa San Roque Elementary School. So hanggang mamaya pa po yun, around 5. So maaari pa po kayong pumunta doon ngayon na po para makabili pa po kayo. Do not forget, kung pupunta po kayo doon, ang inyong face mask at wag niyo din pong kalimutan na mag-maintain po ng physical distancing sa inyong pagpunta doon. At habang nandun din kayo, maintain physical distancing. Better safe than sorry. At gusto din nating paalalahanan na maaari pong lumabas sa araw na ito, ayun lamang may quarantine pass letter B. If you are letter A, hindi po kayo pwedeng lumabas. Ang letter A po kasi, ang quarantine pass A, lalabas po yan Monday, Wednesday, Friday, MWF, habang ang quarantine pass B, lalabas po yan TTHS, that is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So, ayan po, paalala po natin yan. Again, mari pa pong pumunta sa San Roque Elementary School, ang mga nasa Barangay San Roque at mga katabing mga barangay nito para po bumili ng inyong mga necessities, food, at iba pa. Kasi medyo po yan marami po talaga yan silang dalang produkto, parang po yan, market, wet market, at saka groceryhan yan, ang peg dyan sa kadiwa on wheels natin. So ayan, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsama sa ating programa. Ang susunod po natin na programa ay ang Papuri. Ayan, so maraming salamat din sa ating technician kay Kuya Romel Paulino at sa kanyang ating production technician kay Kuya Marlon Garcia at sa kanilang assistant si Ate Charis Macaso. Maraming salamat po. At hello din po, happy viewing and happy listening kay Eden Francisco, Lynn Belin Malik Zurk, kay Natividad Diap Aizon Alonzo, kay Lynn Santa Teresa at kay Ate Clarice de la Cruz na nakikinig po sa atin. Ayan, maraming salamat po again sa inyong pagsama sa ating programang Agencia de Conciencia. Ako po si Clenty Peñalosa. Ang Agencia de Conciencia po ay ang programang sumasaludo sa tapat at mahusay na serbisyo publiko.
Inyong napakinggan ang programang Agencia de Conciencia. Para sa mga katanungan, mensahe o suhestyon, mag-text o tumawag sa 0916-296-6625.